morning. It's Wednesday, November 22nd. Get ready to start in a couple seconds. I would like today to not do anything where I gotta go to the negative for a minute. Just it just ripped me off. I saw it pull back up into here around the 60 zone. 146 148.60. Wait a minute. 148.60. Did you notice that? It pulled up at 148.60. You can see it right in the video. And I tried to short it and it went slamming down to 148.20. And I'm in at 148.20. That's a 40 cents difference. 40 cents. They were pulling up, and I went to short more, and they went down, way down into here. Gave me in at that price. See what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days. So far they've managed to go blasting against me in any case, in every case. Okay, well. When they could have gone down, they went blasting back up. Right. And now we are going to be to the negative pretty quick. Ooh, yeah. Where is my... Oh, it's because I've got these up here. Alright, that was my fault. Notice that notice as quickly as possible they want to get going back down again. If I was to get out of the way, they'd as quickly as possible go like this. Oh, okay. So I'll be going, okay. Too bad I right now didn't have 300 shares long, but it wouldn't have mattered. If I've got 300 shares long, they're just gonna not go up. They've never done it ever yet. I've never once ever put 300 shares long right there, and they go just up $1, up another dollar, up another dollar. But all these days so far, I've recorded it right on video where I'll go long and I'll get out of their way because I know I better get out of their way. And of course, as long as I'm not in the way, you know, with your money there, they'll fool around within 50 cents to $1. But if you don't get out of the way, they'll go right back down that dollar. They'll give you 70 cents, and then they'll take away the 70 cents. And then speaking of $1 or $2, then they'll go $1 or $2 in the other direction. They will go to your negative. And it will be uncool. When you could have been positive 50, and the next thing you know, you're negative 250. I'd rather just gotten out of their way, took the 50, even if it means risking, if you want to call it that, not making. Recall yesterday, I went long right there, and I took a little bit of the money out of the way right there, and I got my shares out of the way because I was afraid that they would go blasting back down, which you can see that they went way down like this. Which means, had I yesterday really put on, keep in mind I did two things. I put on 100 shares, not 300. And then I got those 100 shares out of the way. So they gave me a little bit of the money. Imagine if I put on 300 shares and it went up a bit and I didn't get out of the way. Oh, how fast would they have gone from here? They'd have gone up a little bit. They'd have given me a chance to take 30, 40 bucks, 50, I don't know, maybe even 80 or 90. But if I don't take that, they'd go, well, then your other option is negative 400. And they'd have just started blasting down, down, and they just, all of this here, they'd have just gotten right to it immediately. Remember how, the purpose of my videos is to show that this is rigged. I didn't want my stock, the channel, you know, I might change the name of it to just Stocks Are Rigged. I was just trying to come up with something that was interesting for a minute here, but this is the very beginning of a YouTube channel. And these are the very beginning organic videos. Like, probably a year from now, they'll be completely different. This is just, well, it's a new idea I'm starting. Who am I to be making videos? This is just what I do every day, discovering that it's rigged and it's aggravating. And I kept having this idea for a YouTube channel where I've got people that I live stream. I don't do videos anymore, but instead I just live stream starting at 9:30. And every day I've got people that aren't able to day trade, but they kind of wish they would, or they used to, or they're going to someday. And they tune in because they just enjoy the content. And it's entertaining enough. At least to enough of a degree to watch it for a little bit. And we take a poll every day, and I poll the audience. And I let the audience that's watching that day decide if they want to see the stock go up or down. And I can promise that I can make it go up or down. Or I should say, I'll defy them. I'll promise to defy them. I'll make the audience bet and say, I want to see, if I can see 75% of the audience say that this stock will go blasting up. Like, let's say over here. Let's say I can get the audience to agree 75% that the stock will go blasting up right there. I will right there go long 400 shares. And I will single-handedly have guaranteed that it's not going to go up $1, $2, $3 like it did. Okay? It would have gone straight down $3 like it did later on, but they'd have done this one immediately. All right? They're not going to go ahead and just give me $400, $800, $1,200. They've never done it ever in 3 years. Never, ever. If I put on a trade that's that particular size. Now, if I just sit there and do nothing and I just put down the papers, that won't determine anything, because they will just do whatever. They'll do legitimate stuff without you, without your concern. They're unaware what you wrote down on paper. But when you put on the trade, the stock will respond to your trade. Even though I was told a long time ago that the stock market is too big, and stocks like this with too much volume that are big companies, and they trade this much volume, your little 500 shares is like a drop in the bucket to them. They could care less. Well, I've come to find out that's completely wrong. Had I right there gone long the stock, they'd have gone straight down. And had I shorted it 300 shares, well, you can see that they did go up, and they would have gone up. No matter how much of the audience said, no way, we think it's going to keep going down. But if I can get an entire audience to like 80% agree that it's gone down, and now it's going to come back up again, look, it looks like they would have been correct. Oh, the audience was correct. Well, 80% said it would go up, and it did. My job, someday I have an idea for a YouTube channel where I'm going to prove the audience wrong. And if it's 50-50, I'm not going to take a stab at it. I'm going to try to create where I can get the audience to finally 80% agree that it's going to do something. Like they might 80% agree it's going to go up right there, and I will go long. And the channel's going to be called Defy the Audience. And I'll say, I will make it go down. I can promise you I can go long right now, and it will just go down at least another $2. They'll at least take me to the negative 800, at least. I can do the same thing right now, right over here. See how I'm positive $50, $49. All I gotta do, if I put on little baby trades, I can keep chipping away at it. I'll get to $55. I'll get to 60. I'll get to 70. But if I want to, I can make this thing go straight up from 150 right on up to 152, or I'll make it stop right dead in its tracks and go all the way back down to 149, 148, and 147. And I'll even let the audience decide, just so it looks like, just so it's proof that I'm not like in on it with the company or anything. It's not like me and the bank got together to make a cool YouTube channel. I'll prove it's just as legitimate as possible. I'll leave it up to the audience to decide, and no matter how crazy or whatever the audience dares it to do, I will defy it. The audience might say, there's no way! It'll go, like the audience might decide that there's no way, it'll just go right back down $2. I'll say, you want to watch it? All I got to do is go long 400 shares right there, and it'll be a guarantee. Down $1 to get me negative $400, down another $1, it'll be a guarantee. It won't, to me, it's not even a matter of maybe. Once I put my shares in, I 100% solely by myself with my amazing powers and superpowers of placing a trade will make the stock go down $2. Or I could have shorted right there. You see how it went down $1? Okay, so it went down. It went from 150 down to 149. I could have shorted it right there, and all they'd have done is done what? What if I'd have shorted it right there? They'd have pumped up one more $1. They'd have pumped up that second $1. All right, and it's a guarantee. If I'm not in the trade, like I'm not right now, I'm not in the trade. It can do anything right now. That's my first claim, because I have no idea what it'll do. But I know if I put on 400 shares, you will definitely see this. Because I'm always wrong. Never know. Stocks are high, then they're low. And it'll be guaranteed. It's a guarantee counter trade. Trade against you. It's a guarantee. They must be giving me bad pricing because that's up. I don't know why I'm not. Yeah, I can tell they're trying to go down. Oh, they're trying to wait for me to get out of the way before they. Oh. I get what they did there. I understand now. I get it. Goal is $150. Trying to make an extra $25 for something I need to buy, so I'm actually going to make $162 today. And then on Friday I'm going to make $163, and that'll give me my goal, my personal goals of $150 per day, the money I need, and then an extra $25 for something else I have to buy that's unforeseen for the little baby, the baby. It's for her $25 referral that we got screwed on. We did crypto.com and she sent me a link, BB, and I was like, and here ironically it was like this, I was like, ugh, I don't want to do this. Sign up for 50 things every day. I could be signing up for things. And I was reluctant, but there's not a lot that I can do to help a lot of times. I'm just rather helpless, and anything that she can do in her power for me that I ask her to do, she'll do it. And so I was like, let's just do it. If it'll help her make $25, I'll do it. Whatever. I'll sign up for this thing, put in my email. All right. And what happened is, I actually got the $25 into my account. So far, I kind of really like the platform, crypto.com. I'll admit that. So far. And she never got the $25. I used the code she gave me, and it's obvious I used the code, because if I'd have just gone there on my own and just opened an account, well, I'd have just opened the account and had to fund it. But I mean, I opened it with her referral code, and then I immediately started off with $25. Honestly, it was a little bit under 25. It was like 24 or something. And over the last couple of days, it keeps growing. Like, I don't know if it's earning interest or what's going on. And since they totally just screwed her and she never got her $25, I'm going to just make it here over the course of 2 days. And then this Friday I'm going to send her $25. Well, I need the audience to decide and tell me what to do. What to do. The biggest thing I'm trying to do is just not get this $50 gone. I just want to go straight up. I just want to go straight to my destination here. What does this mean? So they went blasting up with a big whip right there, then back down again. A big whip right there, but then back down again. A big whip right there, but then back down again. I think they're going up. I don't know. It's really hard. They could be about to go way, way up, and that's why they went these big reds down, was for stopping out purposes, to stop people out before they launch up. And you can exactly reverse that around. These big greens, where they went big green up there, boom, and then they're touching these high prices, that's because people have it shorted, and they've got it shorted with a $1 stop loss, so they go down with a big red, then they quickly go blasting up as fast as they can to try to stop them out before they really go down. I think it's going to go up, though. You know, I said when it was at 150, it can either go all the way back down to 148, and it didn't. It went down to 148.60. So it did go back down $1, but it could have just not pulled back at all. They could have just gone straight up $1, straight up 50 more cents, and then from that point, they could have pulled back down $1 down to here, then back up $1, and then 50 more cents to here, and sure enough, that would have been me establishing, yep, see, I shorted it right there, and it went up $2. They got me negative 800 bucks. I just don't want to. Right now is where everybody shorts it, so I'm gonna like actually like blast money in. And this is sucky because I'm not making any money. The hell? $24. $75. Too afraid to do anything significant, like right there, be bold and put on, you know, a good old 150 shares, 200 shares shorted because, ugh, God, if they decide to go up $1, then I'm stuck in the situation that it's like, ooh, I don't mind if I do 5 shares or 10 shares. And they go, whoopie daddy, because that'll be $10. They'll take my 75 bucks back to $65. But if I put on 150 shares, they go up $1, that's $150 negative. And I'm positive 75, so that means I would be all of a sudden negative $75. And that's not the end of the world. The real bad part is I'm sitting there locked in at this with 150 shares in the wrong direction, and you can't rescue out 150 shares that easily because I can only afford about another 150 shares. You want to have like 25 shares go the wrong direction, and then you can rescue it out with 175 shares. You don't want to have 150 shares. Just imagine if I had 25 shares in the wrong direction, and the best I could do is rescue it out by adding another 25 shares. Ooh, not much of a rescue plan. And if you've got 150 shares that just went way the hell the wrong direction, and your only recourse is to add 150 more, you know, you need to have about 600 shares you come in with to rescue out a 150 shares going the wrong direction. Your rescuing shares need to be almost 4 to 1. So if you got 5 shares go the wrong direction, you rescue it out by making it 25 shares. 25 shares go in the wrong direction, you rescue that out by putting out 125 to 150 shares. And if that's going wrong, you really need to rescue out your 125 shares, really with about a 500 share position. I don't know what to do, and I want to go downstairs and get my coffee real quick. I'm going to try something. And it's risky what I'm doing. I just put on 75 shares. Now if they go down $1, if they go down $1, that'll mean they just took $75 from me. And it's not the end of the world, but it's hard to rescue 75 shares. Is my mouse freezing up because something is weird? Oh, my mouse, I'm not paying attention. I'm off my mouse pad. I stare at the computer screen. Now, doesn't everybody here have it shorted? So, therefore, you know, therefore I'm gonna put it long. Come on, get in there. I can't click fast enough this morning. I just can't click fast enough. Every click I make, they go. Their little stupid shit they do. No, darn it. They went down to 02, and I've got a price to get out at 99. So 3 more pennies. Alright, they just touched it. And by the way, if that had been like 500 shares, I've done trades before where I needed to pull back 3 pennies, and they won't do it. And I don't mean I needed them to pull back 33 pennies, and they went back 30, but they didn't go the other 3. I'm talking about there's been times where I've only wanted to make $25 more, and I'll put on 500 shares to get 5 pennies, and it won't pull back 5 pennies. And it just keeps right on going forever and ever and ever, and it forever floats away. And before I know it, I'm $1 off, and I'm negative $500 on where I thought I was kind of in a safe way able to make a quick $25. Had that been 1 share or 5 shares, sure, they'd have gone up and down, and you get 5 pennies is not. It's a natural. It naturally goes up and then down and covers a 5-cent span. At any given time. Oh, see, had I right there put on those 5 shares, that would have been a nice back up again. But if I'd have clicked the button, all they'd have done is gone back up to there, and that would have been the price I'd have been in at anyway. So that was it. Somebody's got it shorted, and they needed it badly to go below 150.61, right there, and it went, nope, 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 and then one more time, nope. So somebody, if it would have gone down to just 150, down into this area, that would have really benefited somebody. And they're like, thusly, no. Somebody's getting screwed. I'm going to begin something here. Couldn't get out fast enough. Golly. Alright, 31. Let's come down here and just start getting prices in. Jeez, it's not that big of a deal. was trying to get to $100 positive before 10 a.m., which, by the way, completely arbitrary. There's no reason that's not a thing. There's times where I've been doing the videos, you can see that it can be 10 a.m. and I may have struggled to get to $25 or $50 by 10 a.m. And then there's days where I've been at 150 or 160 by 9:45. And then a day like yesterday, by 9:30 I was at 300. But this is more like the average that I'm trying to go for. You know, if I'm only at $25 and it's 30 minutes later, I mean, I just couldn't get the right clicks to happen. And I'll admit it's a lot of it's luck. I mean, so way back here when I was at 150, I said, I bet you I can make it go to 152. And there it is. The difference is, had I actually shorted that stock, they'd have got there a lot faster. You see, they eventually went down over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candlesticks. That's 8 minutes. Then they started their epic. So keep in mind, they went down and they dipped down to 148 here with a strong, you know. And now they've gone from 148 to 149, 150, 151, 152. Beyond this is starting to become a strong short, I think. I think it's starting to become where it's time to short it. Because I think if they get to 153, it's gonna so this is gonna be where I'm gonna take a stab at it to try to get above 100. Now I know I'm gonna go to the negative a little bit here, probably, because I plan on them to continue going higher and higher, like to about 153. And they're 80 cents, by the way. So yep. Oh yeah, there they go. Here we go. Oh yeah. I don't know why I just did all this. I just got in way too many shares right there. I just made a mistake. Alright, this is a mistake now. I should have about 15 shares. Because that way it only goes $15 to my negative if it goes $1. Easily rescuable. Now I've got 40 shares. So now I'm going to take away $40 off my 90. Well, that's half of the money I just made. And believe me, they're going to do this. They're going to go up there and touch that 153 price. If not 154 or 155 even. I just question how much they can go up, because they went down and they made 148 a bottom. Then they went up $1, $2, $3, $4. They've already gone up $4 and a half. Assholes. Jesus Christ, man. Can't fucking get out fast enough. I don't know why it's gotta be such a speed race. You see how you got like 10 seconds to get out of there, then they're gone again, then they're gone again, then they're gone again. You know, it doesn't have to continue. They can actually just start going down. Going down is a thing. I don't know if they forgot, but it can go down. gotta stop here and think because I've got 2/3 of my money. So the biggest thing to do right now isn't to figure out to like I don't want to miss the moment. No. It's I don't want to screw up this $100 because that's the mistake I make. Is I feel like I'm gonna miss the moment. And I think, oh, if I get in 150 shares right there, that's risky enough that I put on those 40 shares. Because I could right now easily be negative, or not negative, but they very easily could have right there kept going that last 50 cents. And they could just as easily right now come all the way down $3 or $4. I doubt it though, but it appears today's gonna be a day of severe strength. I can support the narrative by saying, well, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so they want everybody's account to feel a little bit of a recovery and a pump, so that everybody gets a little feeling of confidence as they go to Thanksgiving, happy. Go spend that little extra money, feeling happy and confidence. Go to the store, buy the extra turkeys. There we go. I'm going to go downstairs. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my coffee. oh, 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 oh. Looks like I just got caught. Yep. I don't want to add any more right now. If it goes down to the price, then I'll be at 128. And if it goes blasting, I only want it to go, at a minimum before I take my next short position. I'm not against taking a long position right here. There's no reason why it can't go higher and keep on going higher and higher and higher, but there's no reason why it can't be done going up for the day. It might be, and it might come all the way back down to here, and then down to here, and all the way down to here. Don't worry, it's not deceiving in any way. They don't try to trick you or steal your money in any way whatsoever or fool you. No, not at all. So if they go up another dollar, that would be $5 gone. So I'll go back from 125 back to 120. But if it goes up a dollar, I'm gonna get in and short it. And when I say a dollar, I mean 75 cents, 85 cents, 95 cents, 105 cents, 115 cents. Not exactly $1, just approximately a dollar. Depending on how it's acting, depending on what the dollar feels like. See if they had gone down to that green line right there, I'd have been at positive 128. And instead they went up, and I went positive 123. So honestly, it's already a $5 difference is already taken place. And it's only 5 shares, and it's only the difference between 152.40 and 153.20. So it's a 60 cents difference. Well, what's 5 times 6? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 50 cents for 10. So 20 cents would be $1. So if it went 60 cents, there should only be $3. Or no, I don't think it was 128. I think it was 127. Hell, I can't remember. Hell, it's been so long now, I can't recall. It might have been 127. Anyway, whatever this line was, it was an even number. It was either 127 or 128 positive is what I would have been at right there. Now I got another 5 shares in there just to make it more interesting. And I'm gonna get this trade out of here. Forget it. See, I just closed that off. Now I got 10 shares shorted, and I was at, keep in mind, I was at 125. And you know, when it was at 150, I said it can go right on up to 152, no big deal, and then probably 153. And then down here I said, now ultimately it went down to 148, really is what it's really done, and then it went up from 148. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Well, it doesn't want to go up probably $6, $7, or $8. Not that it can't. I've put on gigantic trades before because it's gone down or up $6, and I go, there's no way! And I'll put on all of 300 or 400 shares, and then they do some epic $3 further on top of what they already did. And I just stand there dumbfounded. I'm like, okay. Yeah, they can go further, more, higher, and they've already gone up $5, but they can go up another dollar more. Looks like Pebbles is trying to wake up. He's been very good this morning, though. I guess I must have fed him around 6 o'clock. And then I went back to sleep. Blah. The coffee makes me burp. I wonder why. I'd say it's something to do with acidity in my stomach creates gas. Because it's not a carbonated beverage. What to do. Probably go 100 shares long is what to do, but I hate the idea of them doing that, and then also they decide that they're going to pull back down to here, bounce off of some epic go down $1, then bounce off of that, then go up, and then go up. If they're gonna do all that bullshit, you know, if I put on 100 shares long and they go down $1 real quick, even if they do that, then come back up $1, then go up $1, I don't feel like going $100 backward, and my 122 goes back to positive $20. I was at positive $20 within the first minute bar. Now do you see? It's all about, well, it's like being defensive. It's like in a football game where you get behind, or on here you would get to the negative. You have to start a passing game. You got to start throwing some bigger trades down. Once you get up to the positive and you're up $50 and $100, honestly, you want to go to the run game and kill the clock game. You really just, you already have won the game. Now you just need to get the clock over with. You know, if you're in a football game and you get up 10 points and it's halfway through the second quarter, you just want to get to halftime, and then in the next half of the game, get the ball in your possession and make it last as long as possible. Go for a 7-8 minute drive. Just keep the ball and get clock out of there. Ideally scoring one more time. So I want to score still, but I can't. You don't want to start doing some wild things where I just turn the ball over quickly, give them a chance to score points. You know, interceptions and fumbles and sacks. I want to be the one that's got a nice defensive stand here against them. And now that I said that, let me do the exact opposite and increase my position. So, from 53.23, I got 20 shares and I'm at 122, which means if they go up here now to 154, or you know, ish, I'll have $20 gone, and that'll put me back to $100 positive. But if by any chance this is it, and it goes, for all I know, down $1, it is a thing. It seems like whenever I have it shorted, it's not a thing. Until I get out of the way or I'm long the stock, then you'll notice that going down is quite viable. It almost looks obvious. Oh yeah, duh. I knew it was going to go down $1.50 right there. Well, you had it long? Yeah, right now it seems crazy because I have it long. I have it shorted. So now going down seems crazy. It's not. If I right now went 300 shares long, pulling back down to here and all the way down to here would be pretty probable. And everybody would be going, duh, I knew it was going to go down. So I got to keep it just to 20 shares for when I am wrong, not in case I'm wrong, for when I'm wrong and they go up another dollar, another dollar go higher, more, which is what they do. It's not like I had a feeling it was going to go higher. It's I've shorted the stock, so now I know they're going to go higher. That's how this really works. I figured out a long time ago that I'm able to control what they do. So I thought, well, it's rigged, I'll never make money. But then I thought, why can't I somehow use that to my advantage, like if you were going to use jujitsu? It's almost like using the other person's weight against them. and use the other person's aggressiveness and the other person's constant attacking form against themselves. That's a stupid analogy, but I'm in a position to possibly give up. Folks, be my last trade right here, possibly. I mean, if I could get on a good 150 shares and it did go blasting down into here, oh, I'd be done. I'd be in the, I'd have almost $200. And like I said, my goal is 160. You know, you want to know what an amazing goal today would be? 175. I might just make that my goal, 175. And then on Friday, I just keep it to a nice, cool, clean 150. Rather than, I was going to make 162 and then 163. You know, I'm out to the positive today by $100. As long as I don't fuck it up. What will make me not succeed is right now going for it. If I go, I'm going for it, and I put in all this 100 shares right there, that would be the death knell. You know, I don't want to get too married in my idea. You know, I said from 148, they went up to 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, and now 53.50. They've gone up $5.5. Honestly, they went down to 147.5. So they've actually went down to a spot, and from the lowest spot, they've now gone up already in excess of $6 up. And I don't want to say without any pullbacks, because, you know, in the beginning $2, they did a lot of pulling back. They did a lot of stopping outings. Then right there, they did a little bit of a... Then right there, they did a little bit of a... And then right here, they even did a little bit of a... But, I just noticed that there's a pattern where just when I sit there and do nothing, it's like, ugh, I wish I'd have put on 100 shares. And if I start putting in the money, the act of me putting in the money makes them climb a little higher. And then they go, thank you, we were waiting for that. Yes, now we can go and do those other 50 cents that we were wanting to do, but we weren't sure if we were going to do it. You made it worth our while. So I just put on another 15 shares. Now I got 35 shares. And now I'm starting to get exactly what I did not want to do. Because I knew that when it was at 153, they were going to go up to 154. That's why I said I'm going to keep it only 5 shares. Then I said, I'll make it 10 to make it more interesting. Then I made it 20 by saying, and now I'll do the exact opposite thing I just said it to do, being hypocritical, and made it 20. And now I've put on another 15 to make it 35 shares. Because they can keep this going forever. You see this? You see this nice... You know, I'm not saying that. Just keep right on going. And these nice, healthy little green bubbles, and steadily pushing and pushing and pushing it further. I'm telling you, if I put on 200 shares right now, you would see something like this. You see this action here? You would see this start to happen. All of a sudden it would go. That's why right now I just... I don't like what's happening here. I'm getting uncomfortable. I need $2 from 77 because that would put me 35 and 35 or 175. So from 77, I need to come down from 153.77 down to 152.77, and then 151.77. So like my dream right now would be to not put on any more shares and they come all the way back down $2, way down to here. you know, but they're not going to do that. You know, I always got to create two narratives and then see which narrative seems more convincing, and even that's not going to be correct. It's just, what else are you going to do? So I've got one narrative that says, hey, they just went up $6. Now, at some point, they got to say, enough is enough, and they got to come back down to reality, possibly, and pull back $1.50 or $2. The other argument is, it's the day before Thanksgiving, and they are going to do an extra pump more than they usually do, so they're going to go up $8 or $9 and give everybody this pleasant Thanksgiving Day surprise. And it looks like I'm going to get in all my money here, and they're going to go do that, the last dollar they need to do to get me back to zero. Now that I've got 65 shares, I'm almost at positive $65. You'll see they're gonna do that. Once they get it in striking distance, meaning within $1 or $2, it's done. Now I've got 75 shares in here, and I'm damn near almost positive, not much more than 75. And now they're gonna go, oh! Just mysteriously just straight on up another $1. Straight on up another $1. Well, it can do that. It's just that at least my 75 shares technically is rescuable. If it keeps going up another $1 more than I realized, which it will, by the way, not if. Like I said, and when it does, because it will, because that's what they do, I need to just make sure that it's rescuable, and then I do the rescuing. If I put on 200 shares right now, and I make it 275, we're done. Because now they're going to go up $1, and I can't rescue anything. I just watch it go up $1, then all I can do is sit there with my, twiddling my thumbs, hoping it comes back down $1. I can't do any rescuing. This sucks. Well, it was obvious it was going to keep on going up higher and higher and higher endlessly, so yeah. Come on now. I knew darn well down here they would go 400 shares long, and they'd have just given me $400, then another 400, then another 400, and they weren't going to come back down and say, hell with you. They were going to give me another 400. Oh, they're just passing out $400 like they're passing out coupons. Here you go. You get 400. You get 400. Okay. Everybody gets $400 today. Right around in the 80s would be a very strong, get the hell out of their way. Wait, I'm in at one, wait, what is happening here? Yeah, shit. Probably not gonna do it. Still. Shit. This sucks. Because right now I've got enough money to easily be past my goal of 175. If it goes 50 cents, I've got my goal. So if it goes down into the down into this range here, I'll be past 150, which means I'm close to 175, which is my new goal for the day, 175. But we got some big green arrows coming in soon here. Any second now. Any second now. Here it is. See? And any second now you're going to see a big green candlestick. It's, I don't know, say it's the word obvious, but it's mathematically such. Had I been long the stock right here, they only go so far before they go, and this guy's going to be that greedy, well then we're going to go back and show him hell with that. But of course I've been shorting it since way back here. Started off with 5 shares, made it 10, then I made that 20, then I made it 35, then I made that 75. Now I've got 160 shares shorted. Bro. That's pretty much I'm all in. And just like this, where it just went down and went, that'll be enough. Then it went down here with a line and went, done. Then right here went down with a line, done. It went down here with a line, probably done. And I'm going to double down and say, nah. Alright. I've got 90 shares that says no. I want it to come down into the 70s, so down into here. And into here. That's what I really want. It's possible, like I just said, that they're going to just do the one line. They went down one moment, and now they're done. Very possible. I don't dare have 290 shares because I just can't let this thing get unraveled. It's just not fun. Wow, shit, they went down through all of it. Well, it's not a bad thing, but damn it, it kind of... Wish I'd have added to it right there. I was just thinking about, why don't I just right now just try it? Just 100, just throw in one more 100. Because if I think it's going to go from 154 down to 153.50, that's 50 cents. So I can get 100 shares doing that right there. That's $50 more. And as you can see, I just need 25 more to get to the goal of 175. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. Some boys come and some boys go, and that's alright with me. Alright. That was the moment. I'm regretting it because that was a moment. I just was too afraid to put in more than the 75 shares. I had 90, and what it is I only had 90 shares, not 150, and I got them out pretty quick because I was thinking they might go down into here one more time. You see this, and visit here, and then go and be gone. And I thought I better get the heck out of the way. So they went down through all my prices, which were only to here, and then all of this here from 160 way down to this 30 more pennies down, and I didn't get any of it because I was... They know what they're doing. Like I said, if I really made it 275 shares or 290, it may not have even gone down. They might have just been like, well, can't do it now. Boom, 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 boom. Then it gone up another $1. And then I've been waiting here for an hour or two for them to finally come back down $1 and then maybe come back down that second $1 to finally get to this area. But because it was only 75 shares, if you want to call that only, they just went ahead and said, "Oh, forget it, and we'll go down. We'll give him his $25." See, I was at positive 125, and now I'm at positive 150. So they literally say that it's like they say the sentence out loud. Oh, we'll give him the $25, but I'm gonna tell you right now. And honestly, if they'd have gone blasting up and done the opposite, they'd have been like, God, is it really worth it for us to go pumping up another $1 just to take $25 from him? If only he made it 390 shares, we'd definitely go up one more $1. And I just didn't want to do that today. I don't want... On Monday and Tuesday, on both days, I went to the negative. On Monday, I was negative $500 at one point. Before I got the positive. And then yesterday, I was at negative 300. Before it finally came back to 0. And then it went far enough to actually get me positive 300. So I was happy I got to 300 on both days. I remember yesterday I got to 300. I think on Monday I got to 300 also. And that's because the stock market is closed on Thursday, so I thought I would try to make an extra 150 on one of the days that, if it seemed like it was possible, go ahead and try. I didn't mean to go to the negative so much because I could have just as easily literally been negative $800 that day. And then what? Then what? Now I gotta make $150 a day for a week to make back $800. Something that they'll take from you, not within a week. It took you a week to make $700. They don't take it in a week. They don't take it in a day. They don't take it in an hour. They take it within 18 candlesticks. Within 18 candlesticks, they will have you negative $700. And then you will spend 5 days trying to get that much money to your positive. Luckily, it's not rigged whatsoever at all in any way. Not at all. It is not rigged. Not at all. Not rigged. Not. Completely legitimate. Everything that you see the stock do is exactly making sense. And, yeah. When stocks are at all-time highs, that's when buying would take place, and no one would ever want to sell their stocks at the most highest price possible to get the most profits possible. That's when everybody would want to buy more. And you know, when there's a bunch of buying going on and no one's wanting to sell their stock due to supply and demand, that's what makes prices of the stock itself go higher or lower. There's so many flaws with that statement, and that is the accepted narrative for why stock prices go up or down. It's hilarious. Some people think they're clever and they say, no, 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 when it's at an all-time high and it keeps going higher, and there's this unexplained buying going on. There really is. It's people that have already sold it and shorted it, and they have to buy back to cover, which is a buy. And it is. So that's what all this buying is. And I'm like, people aren't doing that. That's not what's driving up the price, though. It's not the act of all this buying back to cover it makes the price pump. It's the banks trade huge volumes back and forth between their own accounts, and that's what makes whatever stock price be whatever they want it to be. Essentially, they are literally just arrow keying up and down. Created by arrow keys because I'm always wrong. Never know. Stocks are high and they're low. Is this the real price? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a scam, I know it's rigged in reality. Open your eyes, look up at the price and see. It's just a fake price, created by arrow keys because I'm always wrong. Never know. Stocks are high, then they're low. Any price the stock shows, really just a scammer to me. Duping you and tricking you and making you feel dumb. Duping you and tricking you and making you feel dumb. I only got $25 more to make. I don't need to do anything crazy. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? It's Thanksgiving. Is it gonna keep on pumping? It's already pumped up $6. Is it gonna pull back? Which argument is the stronger argument? I'll leave it to the audience. Take a poll. It's at 153.70. It's either going to come down here to 152.70, down $1, or it's on its way to pump up one more pump. Pump it, baby, one more time. It's going to go up to 154.73. So we're about to see $1 up from here or $1 down from there. Which one's it going to be? Which one will we see? I do not need to make $25 in one trade. I'll make $1 and I'll do that 25 separate times. I'm not losing this money. I'm not going to the negative today. Not happening. That moment right there where I did my hypocritical put in more shares than I really probably should have, but then because it did go down, I wish I would have put in all my money. I just never know when to do that. Who knew that? I now realize that right there at 152, I should have put in all my money because it was going to go to 153, 154. But it could have just as easily gone up to here and gone right back down to 151, back down to 150. And then it sits there and stares you in the face and goes, "Hey, Mr. Negative $800. You want to take a chance? You feeling lucky, punk?" And they're hoping, and you know, is it going to come back up those $2? And you go, whew! And then you're back to zero, maybe going to the positive. Or are you willing to sit there and maybe go negative 1,200, negative 1,600, negative 2,000? That's right, I said it. $2,000. Trust me, when they're taking you to the negative, they are not playing around. Do not think you can make 2,000 or 1,000. You can't. They don't allow it. Maybe for guys that are rich and have lots of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars they're trading with and all this stuff and these gigantic positions, you know, thousands of shares, this or that, and they use stop losses and they're slick and they, whatever. I don't know. I'm not talking about that stuff as much. I'm just saying I'm using leverage. I'm using their money. So maybe that changes the equation. I don't know. Don't care either. I don't care. I could care less if the entire planet, except for one guy, agrees with me, or if the entire planet disagrees with me, except for my shadow. I don't care. What I say is already 100% facts. You know why? Because I fucking said it. I'm not right because people agree with me. I already know I'm right. I don't need any approval from a boss, a manager, a Bible, a law, a governor. I don't need it. A dad or a mom. Public opinion. I don't need it. I already know I'm right. And I know I am for a fact. Doesn't mean I'm going to get a result. Lots of times people that are right, they go right straight march to their death. And in history books, it's written down that they were incorrect, but whatever. I know for a fact that this is rigged. I've seen it. I've seen it like I'm feeling a supernatural force. I can feel it. I've actually made this thing do. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I've seen things happening that I'm like I need other people to see it. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe this. I want to show that if I start shorting a stock, it will for $2 or $3 just go on a pump campaign. And if I could do that for 13 days straight, and for 13 days the stock will pump. And then if I dare go long the stock, suddenly that day or that half of a day, it's going down. And I finally realized I need to start getting this stuff on video. I know it for a fact that when I'm in the trade, they're aware of it. Whether I'm long or short, they're aware of it. When I have 1 share versus 10 shares versus 100 shares versus 500 shares, they're aware of it. It's like saying that I'm aware that there's a party going on, but I'm aware that no one's at the party and it's boring. Or it's a party where there's a couple bags of potato chips. Okay. Or there's a party and everyone that's awesome is there and they're playing the best music in the world. And I'm aware of what the level is that's happening, and I'm aware of it, and therefore I take the appropriate action. They're aware. They're aware of what you're doing. And they appropriately counteraction you. It's a fact because I said it. I will also show it, but it still won't prove anything. And just because I'm saying something and showing it. Sir, your case is flimsy. We need more evidence. Okay. Well, let's go into the bank headquarters and pull their files. And I'm sure there's some file that says, this is the computer program used to fuck people over. We got it. We got the disc. Got the evidence. Red-handed. Caught him. There is no evidence, such evidence. This is as evident as it is going to ever get. It's like trying to prove that Jocelyn was doing things with the dudes. There's no way to have a camera inside of her vagina being like, we caught it! There's the penis! Another guy's penis is coming in the vagina. Got it. On film. Got it. No such evidence is even possible to exist. And all I could do was sit around feeling like shit, knowing that she was riding around with other dudes. It's okay, I'm going to get married someday again to a woman. And then I'm going to find some girls I like to hang out with after work, that I work with, and hang out with those girls every day. Because what? I can't have friends? What? I can't have a good time with my friends that I work with that happen to be females? What? Why? Why? Is that cheating? No. Yeah. Just said the douchebag of the year. You know, but when females are doing it, they create this amazing case that, gee whiz, what are they in a controlling marriage with a husband that's controlling them and manipulative and controlling and possessive? They use these words, possessive, manipulative, controlling. If a guy was to say the same stuff, it would sound ridiculous. What, I can't go hang out with the girls I work with? We're just friends. Golly, my wife is so jealous, manipulative, controlling, possessive. Really? She just doesn't want me having the time of my life with all the other girls that I work with. When she would rather it be me and her are together having a great time. What a cunt. What bitch would fucking want such a thing? Oh, I don't know. Any normal human being, any spouse, male or female, would want such a thing. But okay. Don't I sure wish that, like, right here I would have gone. Somewhere's in here, don't I wish I'd have just gone, 300 shares long and went, BAM! $300! And then right there, don't I wish I would have gone 300 shares shorted? Boom! 300! Or better yet, I actually, right here is where you should have done. That was the money shot. You short the stock right there, 300. And here you go. Bam, 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 bam. It goes down $1.50. Well, that's $450 I'd have had. That'd be $450. Yep. But had I gone long 300 shares right there, they would have You see how they went up and then back down again? Up, oh, and then back down again? See, they went up and back down again? Up. If right there I would have gone long 300 shares, they'd have gone and back down again, down to here. and they'd get me negative $600. They'd have gone from here down to here. They'd have done $1 quickly. Not only would they have gone down to here, but they would have done it within 18 candlesticks. And what takes you almost a week to make $750, within 18 candlesticks, they'll have you to the negative. What's my evidence? Just look at the fucking video from Monday and Tuesday. Oh, never mind. There is no evidence. You're right. I'm just saying words that are facts. No problem. If I say something, it's evidence. Because I will say, I have a hypothesis, a theory, or a fact. And if I say it's a hypothesis, that's all it is. I have many of them. If I tell you something's a fact, it's a fact because I said it was. For instance, Mom and Dad's condo is going to be worth $1 million easily within the next 5 years to a decade. Now, that's a huge range. It's not like I said, by the March 2023, I don't know about that. And honestly, it's going to be somewhere in between, probably. And I said $1 million. I didn't say it'll be back up to the value of $600,000. But really, I should be more realistic. So when do I think that condo will actually be selling? And the normal sell price is all of a sudden $750,000, which would make my mom and dad super happy. Well, they just sold it for about half of that in 2021. I think they're going to be pretty disappointed when they realize that by 2023 or 2024. Now, I know there's a 2-year swing, but believe it or not, I actually am not psychic, if you can believe such a thing. But I can tell you, it's a fact. It is not a hypothesis. Otherwise, I'd say I hypothesize. I can promise you it's a fact that by 2024, that condo will be selling for over $500,000. Do not know what to do. This is boring, sorry. Just sitting here. Just sitting here. Just sitting here. Wait a minute, 66. Wait. Why the shit? They can't pull back. They can't pull down. They can't pull down more than that, bro. Jesus Christ Almighty, Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. Well, Well, it's very possible they're going to go from 152.50 now to 153.50, 154.50, 155.50. They love to do that. It's a common pattern I've been seeing lately. And if I'm right, I want to right now get all my money in long right now and then just wait for as long as it takes for them to get back up to here. And when I say as long as it takes, I don't mean some jagged, weird path. I'm talking about they've done this thing here, da-da-da-da, and now they're about to go epic, boom, 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 up $3. But I don't know that. So that's interesting. It landed on an even number. Sorry if I'm doing all this pretty fast. You can't see what I'm doing, but you know, I went long real quick. I went shorted real quick right in here. Whatever. The best thing you can do is the best thing you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You got to know when to hold. So right in here you can see if I'm going long or short. Because it's red or green. If I short the stock, it's a red number in there. If I go long the stock, it's a green number. And if I go long the stock, I'm adding to it as it's going down usually. Or sometimes it's going up. Sometimes it's going up, and while it's surging, I'm just like pumping into it. And then I'm hoping I get out of it before it pitter patters out. Oh. So I'm at 162. My goal is 175. I've got $13 more I'm going to make. I could put on 100 shares right now and just be like, seriously, it can't go up 13 pennies. Are you telling me that this is just the cap? So, for instance, at 144, I would need it to go up to 154, 57. So I would need to go up to 157, which is right here, by the way. It's right here. Watch this white line. We're talking about going from here to here. From here to here. That's 13 pennies. See how ridiculous it is? But just as it's so that ridiculous to that's how fast it would, that's how nothingness it would take. It's already doing it right now. It's like already doing it. I just mentioned that at 153.44, which is right there, I would go long the stock, 100 shares, with a get out price of 157, which is right there. That would be 13 pennies. And 100 shares going 13 pennies would give me $13. And that would put me exactly at 175. Exactly 175. However, I don't dare do it because they won't go those 13 pennies. They'll stop right there. They'll go just shy. They'll go up 8 pennies, maybe 9 or 10, and they'll be 3 pennies away. And out of a 3 penny screw you, they'll then go down $1. And suddenly, where you thought you're going to make $13, you're down $100. And then they go another $1, and then you're down $200. And all of a sudden, you're to the negative. And you're just sitting there going, how did $162 positive just turn into a negative? How'd they just do that within 8 candlesticks? My best guess personally is that it's going to go up to 155.50, because that would give it from this bottom where it came down and bounced off of here. It'll go from here. It'll go up $3. But this fucking coffee makes me burp so much. Weird. But believe it or not, I do not have a crystal ball, and I do not know that for sure. And I'm not willing to. Well, if I put 10 shares and it actually went $1, that'd be $10. So that's about what I'm willing to risk right now, is 10 shares. That way, if they go $1 in the wrong direction, I go back to 152. I ain't trying to go back to 0 and all this bullshit. I don't know if anybody saw that right there, so I just shorted it at 77, 153.77, and then I immediately came down here 10 shares. I immediately came down here and I put a get out price, an exit price, which because I sold short, the exit order is to buy back to cover. So I bought, which is to exit the trade at 153.67. That gives me 10 pennies times 10 shares was $1. So I went from 162 to 163. There, I showed it, and then I just said what I did, and I bet you still you just what? I don't know. Rewind the video. I don't know. Watch it again. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm short at 73. I'm going to get out at 63 right there. So I just shorted it at 73, and it went down 10 cents real quick, and I made one more dollar. Now I'm at 164. Keep in mind, I'm just trying to get to 175, and I'm going to stop. And the pathway to 175 isn't how fast can you get there. It has to be slow. Because that could have just easily gone the other way. And I mean big time. Rather than going down 10 pennies, they could have right there just gone up 30 cents, 40 cents, easily. And that would have been $4 difference. So rather than going from 162 to 163, I'd be back to 158. And if that wasn't the case, I could be done a lot faster, but they don't like it when you make $175 within 30 minutes. So, hence, this is why, so there's going to be the up and down. You just have to manage the risk and manage the up and down. You're just managing the positionings. Oh, and I don't know how else to put it. Whenever I talk about this stuff, no one knows what the hell I'm saying, the words. So now I'm making videos to show it. And I was told that whenever I show somebody a video of what I do, they go, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Everybody says the same thing. They go, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I just see a bunch of numbers. I just see all this flashing lights, green, red. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So when I show it, no one has any idea what they're looking at. And when I talk about it, no one has any idea what they're hearing. Would you like me to? I don't know what other form of communication to use. I'll make you feel what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm feeling. I have no idea what I'm hearing. I have no idea what I'm seeing. That's what people say. They go, I have no idea what I'm looking at. They go, Adam, what do you mean? What do you do during the week? And I go, here, I'll show you. I'll put up a video, and I'll watch them, I'll look at their face while they're watching my video, and they're just staring at it blankly. They're going, I have no idea what I'm looking at. And I go, oh. And then when I say what I'm doing, they go, I have no idea what you just said. They have no idea what I just said. So I just made a mistake and shorted it. And I just got this stupid hunch that, yeah, I'm about to go back a couple dollars here, but yeah, I wish I'd have sort of like just as I did that, I was like, eh. I guess I got excited because I saw this. I saw a nice little green stick. That's not a giant green stick. This is one of the tricks that they do. Not that there's anything rigged, no deception, and no trickery involved by the banks against their clients. No siree, not whatsoever. But if there was such trickery, part of it is that they show you big stuff like this. Boom, boom, boom! And then they slow it down. And then they show you slow stuff like this. And they get you into a lullaby. They desensitize you, or they sensitize you, one or the other. And once they've sensitized you, they desensitize you. And right now they're desensitizing, and they're about to sensitize. They go slow like a lullaby for a while, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they go boom, 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 and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Or they do all this boom, 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 and you plan on that's the movements that are happening, and all of a sudden for an hour or two they go into lullaby mode, and you're like, Pebbles the cat just farted. Sounded like a human fart, but that was Pebbles the cat. He just woke up and farted and then fell right back asleep. Yep. And also the stock's not rigged whatsoever. Nope. Or 160. Wait. What? Alright, at 48, I'm at. What's going on here? I'm at 166. And they were generous to give me a slight pullback, and I got out of there, and I was able to put the orders in. Then they went through the orders, which, as simple as that sounds, it's a process that they oftentimes just won't do. They won't pull back, or they do, but they make sure they go so fast that I can't even move my pointer finger on a mouse fast enough. That's right. Pointer finger on a mouse fast enough to click out and either market order out, which still doesn't solve the problem because you can market order quickly, true, albeit true, but when you market order out, they just simply go and they give you the shit pricings. They don't give you where it's really at. They blast up 10 cents, then back up 10 cents or down 10 cents, whatever's to your disadvantage. But if you want to come down here and set prices, you get the better pricing, but that takes longer to do. And then you lose out because it took a minute to do that. All right, I'm at 169. All right, I've got $6 more to make. And see, there's a good example. I just fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Seriously, assholes. Serious assholes. When you market order in or out, bro, luckily it's not rigged whatsoever. No way, not one bit. Yeah, 100%. So why every time do you market order in do they go and they give you a crap price on the way in? Then when you market order out, they give you another crap price. That doesn't sound very random, or just the market price is what it is. When you click in to take a position, the candlestick moves 5 pennies, one way or the other, to your shittier side to give you a shittier price. And then when you're exiting out, market order exiting out, they do it again. So anyway, whatever. I'm actually going to kill this trade and just see if I can't possibly have the winning trade here. I probably don't, but it's at 154 and a half, 154.50. I already said that I think it's going to go to 155.50 because I think that from down there they're going to do a $3 run. They're going to go from 152 and a half here to 153 and a half, 154 and a half, and 155 and a half. But they just as easily could have gone up only 50 cents, and then surprise, 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 I'm actually, I don't know, incorrect, because sometimes believe it or not, I'm sometimes wrong. I don't know what this thing is going to do. You know, when I say this is rigged, it's a fact. When I say something else, it's a theory. And then when I do little things in between, it's just a little hypothesis I have. You know, going up $3 honestly was not a fact, even though it looks like I was pretty accurate on what I said. It was just a theory based on a lot of previous. In fact, it was in between a hypothesis and a theory. It was just a strong hunch. There's no reason why I couldn't have right there just stopped right there and curled down and then gone all the way down to here. Just no reason why I couldn't have done that. Just as easy as pie. But somewhere's in here is the winning trade. Somewhere's in here is 25 cents in the right spot. It's going to get you that $5, $10 that you need. And I've got it going in the wrong direction. See, had I just gone long right there, that right there would have been the $5 I needed. I'd be done right now. I could be done right now. Done right now. So I need 3 times 5. I got 30 cents, which is I need 3 pennies for the dollar, and I need $5. So I need 3 times 5, which is 15, from roughly 75, so that's like 60. So the winning trade is that I'm out of the stock right around like this, right around here, here, and, oh, I don't know, here. In fact, let's just take this one down to there. So I might have close to the winning trade in place right now, as we speak. Nope, I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to. 30 shares is actually huge right now. Huge. It seems like it's small, huh? But if they go blasting up $1 and they take me $30 back and I go from 160 back to 130, that'll feel huge. That'll suck, because that'll force me to take a riskier spot to rescue that $30 back. And I don't want to have to do that. It's RR. Rescuing is risky. There, see? I right now might have the winning trade. Kill this. At, watch this. So at 97, I'm at, oh God. I thought it was going to go down more. I think I got the winning trade right now. So at 92, I needed $4, which is 40 cents. So from 92, so 92, 82, 72, 62 is 52. So it's way down here to 52, 52. Where is it? So right around here. All right. So if it goes down to that green line, we're done. And trying to do all the big trades, I just don't want to unravel. I don't want to do that. I don't like how it feels. And it's because when you do the small thing, it's a 90% likelihood that they're going to go down and give me those 40 pennies. But it's 40 pennies. Oh, I needed one more penny that I didn't factor in to get to 75. So now we got to do, watch this, one share at 56. I can't get this thing gone fast enough here. Hold on. All right, I'll take that. Okay. So I just did one share and I got another 10 cents, or actually 18 cents. So that's, because it's a 2-hour video, that's just going to be done. I made 175. And I did it right in front of it, even though no one knows what I'm talking about and no one knows what they're looking at. But okay.